All right, continuing 1.4 on the back. So we are now going into the angle addition postulate. And the angle addition postulate is similar to the segment addition postulate. You know, when you have segments connected, they add up to give you the full. Kind of same thing with the angles. If the angles are connected, you add up to get the full. So if point B is in the interior of angle DOG, so I'll start drawing angle DOG, angle dog. So DOG. If point B is in there, it doesn't have to be a bisector. It can be off to a little bit, but so angle B is in there. So then we know that angle DOB, which is this angle, plus angle BOG, we could call that, name that a couple other ways, but angle BOG would be equal to the entire angle DOG. So this piece plus this piece add up to be the whole angle, and that's the angle addition postulate, and so we can use that in a couple of problems. All right, so this problem was missing the 140 degrees measure there, so that we can actually set this up and solve. So we know that the angle addition postulate, that this angle here plus this one there equals the whole one. So MAT plus TAH equals MAH. And so we could write that out, angle, the measure of angle, that's probably the way, if I'm writing this with equality, these all actually should have been measure. The measure of those angles. Those angles combined will be congruent. So if we're talking about the measure of these angles. So the measure of angle MAT plus, so this measure, plus TAH, measure of angle TAH should, sorry, this is getting kind of messy, should be equal to the measure of angle MAH, measure of angle MAH. And I forgot my little measure of angle MAH. Sorry, got kind of messy with that. So I know that angle MAT, so 60 degrees, plus TAH, which is this other part, so 60 degrees plus 4x plus 20, and that all is degrees. I could put parentheses and degrees on the outside. I'll just kind of ignore those and throw them in at the end, is equal to MAH, which is 140 degrees. If I was going to label this picture, this is 60, this is 4x plus 20, and then the whole angle, I might do something like this to kind of show that whole angle is 140 degrees. But it's kind of hard to show that. Sometimes we have to squeeze it in on the out, or put it on the outside, or squeeze it in somewhere. All right, so we can set this up and solve. We've got 60 and 20 we can combine to get 4x plus 80 is 140, and then subtract the 80 from both sides. All right, so we get 4x is equal to 60, and then we can divide both sides by 4, and we're going to get x is, that'll be 15 in degrees, but so that would be finding x. All right, this one we need to add, that should be 84 degrees so that we can set up and solve this one. So we know LOV plus VOE equals to is equal to LOE. So LOV was this one, 4x plus 1, plus VOE is this, so plus 5x plus 2. And you can throw those in parentheses. That's, a lot of times when we're plugging things in, we'll throw them in parentheses. But because we're just have addition outside of this, there's no multiplication, nothing to distribute in, no multiplying happening. It really doesn't matter. We'll go ahead and kind of ignore those because they don't. Parentheses exist to affect order of operations. Well, they have no effect here. The order of operations, since this is all addition, doesn't matter. We can add in any order we want. But we know that in the end, this whole thing is equal to LOE 84, so it equals 84 degrees. If I wanted to label these on here, I've got this LOV is 4x plus 1 plus this 5x plus 2 equals that whole length of 84. So we can set up and solve, and so like I said, those parentheses don't do anything, so I'll go ahead and start combining like terms. I'll combine my 4x and my 5x to get 9x, my 1 and my 2 to get 3, and still 84 over there. Subtract 3 from both sides, and so 9x is 81. Divide by 9, we get x is 9. Okay, so that's finding x. Sometimes the problem will ask you to go to another step. What is the measure of angle LOV? So this particular angle right there. So I'm covering it up. Oops. So this 4x plus 1, I can actually figure that out now because I know x is 9. So it's going to be 4 times 9 plus 1. So 4 times 9 is 36 plus 1, so 37. And 37 degrees in the end would be the right answer for that.